Select.
Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting Lucas Chat podcast with your hosts, Kimberly Lucas and Tyrus Lester. Hope you guys have had a very, very good Super Bowl weekend. Of course, the Super Bowl was going on. A lot of things was going on. So I hope you guys did enjoy you guys' weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend vlog, episode 61 with your host, Kennedy Lucas, as we talked about so many things. So, Tyrus, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Good to be back on the Lucas Chat Podcast, Season 3, once more again. Here to talk about so many good things in this podcast series here in K.L.P Studios. So, hope everybody did enjoy the Super Bowl. I know I did. I enjoyed Beyonce and Coldplay and Bruno Mars, especially Beyonce.
That's good. I did actually enjoy Beyonce too. Her performance was very stunning with her new music called Formation. Now, today we're here to talk to you guys today about the number one anime that hits number one for the website of www.lucasnanafor.wix.com/KLPC. Of course, I'll have that website in the link description below. I hope you guys did enjoy the website updates. I know a lot of updates was being formed. The network has been, the K.L.P network has been fully updated. The main website has been updated with the new top picks, but number one winning is Dragonar Academy. Now, before we really dive into this anime, I want to give a couple of thoughts and what we think about this anime. I guess I'll start off first. What I think of this anime is very, very exciting to see. It's a kind of a fantasy, romantic comedy, Harlem, Ichi type of anime. Of course, you have girls who are trained to train their dragons and, trained to be a Dragonar. So, to see the characters develop was really, really good. The coloring of the anime series was very, very awesome. A lot of good things have came on to this show with me. A lot of good things. Now, it came close between this show and K.O.N season 2, but Dragonar Academy just won number one most to me, and that really stood out because, again, like I say in previous podcasts about anime, we need more anime like this out there. And of course, we did look at a new anime called Hinayamata. I think if I pronounced that show right, that is in the running to be on the top 3 list. So it's good to see. Tyrus, what do you think about the characters of this anime series?
I think very, very highly of this anime series and the character developments. The characters, not only that they made the anime, and of course in Japan, but mostly now you see within this anime, it has mostly American names. That's something very, very new to me that I've noticed when I watch this anime, that it has mostly characters have American names. Now, and like I say, I never thought that animes will have American names like that, but it actually does. Like Ash and Rebecca and Jessica and Sylvia, you have American names. So that was very, very unique to me that stood out the most in this anime, because most anime you have Japanese names. So that's one thing that really stuck out to me with the characters, just by their names, and having a lot of names involved into this anime, mostly American. So
That's actually true, Tyrus. Now, the one thing that really stood out again to me about this anime, not only the American names also, but the voice actors. You know, voice acting is very, very important to me when watching anime. I don't like to look at an anime and it have dull voice actors. Now, I'm not saying that there are some dull anime voice actors out there. Of course, we really K.L.P Studios and K.L.P, we really don't, and this for Lucas Nation fans, we really don't look at anime that's in Japanese subtitles. You know, we just look at the English dub, so we'll have the American English voice actors that does anime that we would normally look at in the animes. But to have good voice actors in a cast, that really makes me very excited. And as you guys can see within this show here, there are tons, and I do mean tons of voice actors that are also involved into this show, which we'll get down to the list of voice actors a little bit later in today's podcast. But to have a very, very unique style of voice acting within this anime is very, very unique to me, and that really stood out to me as an anime watcher and anime fan. It's all about the voice acting. Now, Tyrus, you said you wanted to give a brief description of the show?
Yes, I do. I'm actually excited to read you guys the plot. Now, here's the plot of Dragonar Academy. In a land of dragons, citizens called breeders train their dragon pals. Races of dragons are born from breeders who are marked with Koku, if I pronounce that right, also known as Starbrand. At a young age, by the mother dragon and the orphan rites, those chosen worthy, until it is time for them to manifest. In period, breeders may eventually achieve the rank of nobility by helping their pal become a maestro or holy dragon. Learning to ride the tame dragons come easy to most students at and if I pronounce this right, guys, Ansarvian Dragonar Academy, except for Ash Blake, a first-year student who is known by his classmate as the problem child. Despite his usual large star brand that marks him as future Dragon Master, his pal has never appeared, until now that is. One day, while challenging fellow student Princess Sylvia Lantriamont to a train race, Ash's dragon appears, but in a different form than any dragon has ever seen before. A beautiful girl. Ash names her Echo and soon discovers that this new dragon has attitude to spare. As she promptly informs him that she is the master, and he/her servant. Has begun. Now, within this anime. This anime was published by Media Factory, illustrated by Ran, of course, and of course studio produced by C Station, and of course is on different networks, of course, not only for the K.L.P network for this podcast, but for Tokyo and other Japanese network stations. Of course, Funimation had also picked up this anime. Of course, Funimation is a good English dub anime company that they do. Of course, the Showtime was developed around the 2014 season year. That's when the show was developed, and then was later released out in early 2015. So that's when, by the time that this show has been released, that's when we actually start picking it up. We actually start looking at it, start looking at too. So as we look deeper and deeper into the episode and to the show entirely, I'm very, very excited to see how this show will develop. Hopefully that she turns into a actual function dragon, or you never know, she might stay a girl for this season, and they may have season 2. You never know what seasons that the shows run for, because you can remember Freezing Vibration and Freezing, they had 2 seasons and OVA, so you never know if they're gonna do a second season. Then I do hope that they do season 2, because this is a good show to watch, Lucas Nation fans. I love it. I love the characters. Not only that the girls are cute, but they're fun to look at. They're fun to see within this anime. So that's why my pick on it. And there's the plot.
Thank you, Tyrus, for the plot. Now, of course, my duty calls to list out the voice actors. Now, again, like I did say earlier in earlier podcasts, I do like the voice actors that are in different animes. That what really sticks out to me for the top number 1 spot for the main website and over here at K.L.P Corporations and K.L.P Studios. Now, we're going to go on down to the list of voice actors. Of course, we're going to start off with Ash Blake. And as we're getting feed for the names here, we have Aaron Desmook. Now, and there's a reason why I call out the voice actors here on the podcast, because I want them to be known for their great work in voice acting and going to acting school and actually learning the lines and stuff. Now, Aaron Desmook, if I pronounce his last name right, he seems to be, sounds like a newer voice actor that is coming to the fray. In terms of KLPC. Now, he has been in multiple shows like Fairy Tail. Now, I heard Fairy Tail. I haven't really seen the show as of yet, but I probably will look at it on down the road. The Fragments, he played one of the side characters. Also, High School DxD Born, another side character that's in the show. So as you can see, with Dragonar Academy, this is one of his major roles that he played. That he plays in, of course, Black Cat. He has a somewhat long voice acting career, of course, with anime. Of course, being at Dragonar Academy is one of his most recent and one of his most important star roles as Ash Blake. The next character, we go to Echo. Ash Blake names his dragon. Laura Woodhull, if I pronounce that last name right. You gotta excuse me too, because I trying to pronounce these names. I got some interesting names. Of course, she played in Freezing Vibration. Makagara School Suits, another anime that we also looked at. I think it won number 3 for either number 3 or number 2 for the website way back when. High School Magical Index 2. Certain Scientific Railgun S. She plays Maikai, if I pronounce the name right. She also played Alice. Now, I never knew that she did, but she played Alice in We Without Wings, Under the Innocent Sky. Of course, that anime we did do a podcast over. She played High School DxD the first season. She also played Mami Masato in Be Gotta HK. Of course, another exclusive anime that we looked at way back when. I want to say around 2013, I want to say maybe we reviewed that anime, Be Gotta HK. All of you anime fans know about that show. That show is interesting. Stars in Brittany Kurowski. Of course, we got Sylvia Lantriamont, one of my favorite characters into the anime, played by Elizabeth Parker. One of my favorites, and this is actually her first role. We're getting word that Sylvia Lantriamont was Elizabeth Parker's first anime title. So she is new around these parks. I think Elizabeth Parker, she's going to go very, very far. Um, she's going to go far.
You know, it's very interesting to have someone to do their first role and really do good in their job. So I really think Elizabeth Parker, she's gonna go far into the the whole anime network and the whole anime community, because that show, the show is just great, and with her added to the show, that's gonna be awesome. So congratulations to Elizabeth Parker.
The next character is Rebecca Randall, played by Alexis Tipton. Of course, one of my favorite voice actors of all time. One of them. Now, I can't say my favorite, just one of them. She played in the Mock and Key series. Of course, she also, and I'm not even reading what they're telling me, I already know. Mocha from Rosara plus Vampire. Of course, she also played a side character. She's one of the teachers in the Fragments that we also looked at that episode. It was the last episode that she just made a special guest appearance in voice acting, and that was one of her small little roles. Choo Choo from Show by Rock, another good anime. Data Live, Rika from Haganai and Haganai Next. Of course, she also played Kanoto from We Without Wings under the Innocent Sky. Side character in High School DxD. Himaji from Bakken Test series. Hopefully they do more seasons of that show. I'll be looking to do that show and review that show and look at it. She played Yamada's deity, I want to say, in B.HK. Small role in Chaos Head, another anime that we reviewed way back when. Good voice actor, you know. You can never go wrong with Alexis Tipton. She's really good, and she is actually also in a new show. Actually in a new show that we're also reviewing. Raymond Kirkland character, Austin Tyndall, another new voice actor that's new to me, but he also played Kenji Kazuma from D Fragments, number 3 show that won number 3 last month, maybe, yeah, last month. He played one of the side characters in Baka and Test. So, you know, it's been in voice acting when Baka and Test era was going on, Tyrus, but, you know, just disappeared from me for a second and then, you know, came back doing his thing. Next we have Jessica Valentine. Jessica Valentine is played by Skylar McIntosh. Very, very short career that she has. This Dragonar Academy is one of her first good roles that she played in. She only played in a couple shows, so she had a very kind of a short career so far. But you know, good voice actors, they only go so far. Next up we have Anya, if I pronounced that name right, played by Sarah Whitten. I can't even pronounce her last name right, but I know who she is because she plays in The Fragments and A Certain Scientific Railgunness, and Skywizards Academy. She played Christina. Of course, our next character we have, and we're not going to go through the whole list. We're just going to go through the main characters. Let's see. Lynette Worth is played by Megan Shipman. Played Lucty in Skywizards Academy. That show won #1 way back when. I think it was like November. I think, Tyrus, if I remember that right. Defragments and Freezing Vibration. So that's basically the majority of the actors. Of course, we'll have a link in the description below for you guys to go up and go through this different website and to see the voice actors of this show. But those are the main key characters that are in this show here. But again, as I always say in previous podcasts, Tyrus, do I think the show deserves a second season? And is it a good anime to watch? And should I suggest this to other anime fans out there? Yes, I actually do advise this. Everyone should. This is one of the shows that you should watch. It's a very, very good anime. It's very, very interesting to see the romance, the characters' development into the show. The voice actors has been truly good. Any other words, Tyrus?
Yeah, all I have to say is, Lucas Nation fans, go out and go see this show. We'll have the link in this description below, and you can also go to the K.L.P network and type in the K.L.P network anime tab. It takes you right to the website where the animes are being displayed and where you can watch this show here. Dragonar Academy has 12 episodes, so this is just season 1. Hopefully they do season 2, but time can tell. But only time can tell when season 2 comes out. So as we are closing up, Kennedy, we're closing up here for the podcast. I hope you guys check out all of our exclusive podcast shows on the website of www.lucas94.wings.com/live. I am the executive for that website, so very, very excited to advertise that website out for all of our podcast shows like today's show when we talk about Dragonar Academy. And be sure to check out the K.L.P network for my new sort of produced film, Sonic Rush Dimensions. It is on the tab of all the K.L.P networks on all 3 of the websites. So just go up to the website, go to the network, type in the little tab logo that has Sonic Rush Dimensions logo, click it, and it directly links you to the sort of somewhat fan-made film that I produce out for you guys, so you guys can get more interested in Sonic. Of course, we're celebrating Sonic 25 years and 25th anniversary this year, so very, very excited for the new games and stuff. So as of right now, I'm Tyrus Lester. Kennedy Lucas is over here. We're all logging out.